Hello, everyone. This is not an OT Empower Hour. This is a spontaneous conversation because I have some of the most passionate people collected who have so much to say for how we can advocate for pelvic health in the OT curriculum. These amazing practitioners are all sitting together on a panel. It's Tiffany Lee, Mara Podvi, Pam Hess, Ashley Hobson, and Sarah Sadar, who is not able to join us today. But these brilliant minds are all coming together for the OTs in Pelvic Health Summit on August 19th and 20th to share everything they know about how we can get more and more pelvic health into our schools so that we can hit the ground running and just really recognize the unique value that OTs have to bring to the pelvic health space. So thank you all for being here. If you guys have any questions for these incredible panelists, throw them in the comments. But my main reason for bringing you all together is I want to know what you are most excited about in sharing in the second annual OTs and Pelvic Health Summit live in Phoenix. Tiffany, tell us.
Well, I'm super excited about the heat that will be there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a Texan, so I'll be used to that heat in Arizona, but I'm excited. I'm actually getting my PPOTD now, and I just finished a semester of teaching entry-level OTDs, and it was pretty awesome. Although I was teaching orthopedics and hand therapy and things that I haven't done in 20 years, but they were desperate. So somehow I weaved in some pelvic health. I used the excuse of I had to practice my AOTA workshop on them, but it was fun to be able to talk about examples whenever I was talking about orthopedics as well. So I'm excited to be working on a project with these ladies on trying to get more of the curriculum to be pelvic health based. And so how can we weave pelvic health into all of these, pediatrics, mental health, orthopedics, and there's not a lot of places like where I teach, we don't have the, they may have electives, they don't in our program. And so Pam, and she's done a great job of having an elective, but I don't have that option at my school. So I'm like, okay, create this and see how can we weave it in, because students are so excited about pelvic health and we need to make sure they understand this. And this is a big deal. Lindsay always says, what's more ideal than pee, poop, and sex? And that's what we need to be talking about with our students as well. So I'm excited just to be starting my journey in teaching and excited to be with these ladies who have been teaching as well and have already started some of these big projects. So can't wait.
Woohoo! I cannot wait to see you all together having this discussion, because I've had individual conversations with each of you, maybe two at the same time, but to have you all sitting together, I'm so excited. Mara, what about you? What are some of the topics you're most thrilled to be discussing during this panel at the OTs and Pelvic Health Summit?
So like Tiffany, I teach undergraduate, well, entry-level students. We have a master's program, but I have been over the past few years weaving in pelvic health wherever I can in my courses. And we are actually at my school doing a curriculum revision. And so I'm knee deep in the curriculum standards. And so I'm excited to talk about the different ways and places in which pelvic health can fit some of the standards that we have. And that's important because every school is different. Every school is able to create their own curriculum. Every school has the freedom and flexibility to do what they like, but they all have to follow the standards. So, talking about ways in which we can be creative with those standards and keep pelvic health in our minds when we teach those standards, I think is a challenge, but it's also, something we can be really creative about and share with each other. And since I'm relatively new to pelvic health from a practice point of view, and academia is more my expertise, like I want to hear what more seasoned folks think about some of the ideas that I have and how we can brainstorm together to come up with some really amazing ideas on how to get pelvic health out there.
Phenomenal. So I think that if anyone is interested in pulling up their sleeves and having this conversation, come to the summit. It's going to be an awesome opportunity to collaborate with all of these perspectives, right? Like clinicians, academia, we all have our areas of expertise. And when we come together, we really start to have these shared conversations to see just how much we can support each other. So that was an open invitation from Mara to have that. And I'm really excited about that. Thank you so much for being there. Pam, Hess, talk to us. You have an elective, what?
I love our elective at Indiana University. So I am a clinical assistant professor and the academic fieldwork coordinator for Indiana University. And my colleague, Leah Van Antwerp, and I developed an advanced women's health elective literally a year ago, got it approved through the IU system and implemented it last fall. And it rocked. So we had 12 students be a part of our first cohort. We covered everything from mental health to pelvic health, which was what my portion of the course was about, and had great results. And in fact, this fall, we actually are at cap capacity for our next go around with elective, with 25 students attending this elective. But the cool thing that we are doing that I want to share is kind of touching back on what Mara was saying and Tiffany's saying, is that how do you implement this into your curriculum? And that's one of the things that I feel like we have already done and kind of already got a little traction that I want to be able to, again, enhance Tiffany's curiosity and interest in trying to implement it to her schooling and in her profession, as well as Mara, and just be able to kind of come together as a team. And like Mara was saying, is even creating more of this presence so that we can make it a standard as part of our curriculum. But the other cool thing is the one thing that I really want to make sure I cover at this summit is be able to help people understand how to continue to relate it back to our OT practice framework. And that's one thing that we have used as part of our model in order to create this program or this elective. So super excited to share our framework and how we did it, and then how we're improving on it. So really happy to see you all there in August.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of hearing you speak about this at our national conference, how you developed this elective. And I have to say, it is mind-blowing. So I'm not at all surprised to hear that you're already at cap for their second offering. Congratulations, Pam. Ashley Hobson, talk to us. What are you most lit up about when you think about this panel at the OTs and Pelvic Health Summit in August?
Kind of just to echo everything that everyone else has already said, I'm really excited to talk about how we can do this very practically. It aligns really well with a lot of our standards that we already have. I would love to see a specific standard for pelvic health as well, but embedding it into courses that already exist. We have a unique program design where we have one department with OT and PT, and some of our classes are together. So we are already looking at where we embed pelvic health into our combined courses. So looking at, the different adult neuro classes, and then pediatrics, and then also OT specific classes like mental health, health and wellness, aging. So really looking at, some of those core principles we share, and then also how OT has this distinct value we can bring, PT has a distinct value they can bring, and how we can really collaborate and work together to best serve clients in pelvic health.
I love that.
Also inspired very much by Pam at conference, and am working on an elective right now. It would be an interprofessional elective. We're trying to look at how we can make that work. And as the OTD capstone coordinator, I'm also really trying to get some students prepared to where they feel like they could do their capstone in pelvic health.
Look at this groundbreaking work. I am just so honored to be in all of your company, the work and the vision that you have, and how we're all inspiring each other. I mean, Ashley now is running off of what she heard Pam talk about. And so anyway, this is how it's done. This is such an incredible community of amazingly inspiring occupational therapy practitioners. So I invite you all to come to our summit August 19th and 20th. I'll put the link in the comments. Prices do increase on June 15th, so pick up your ticket. I am really excited about our get together on Saturday night, which all proceeds go to the Fistula Foundation. Advocacy is in our DNA as occupational therapy practitioners. So if we're getting together, you better believe that's going to be a part of what we do. Tiffany, Mara, Pam, Ashley, and Sarah, this panel is going to be the highlight of the conference. I am so excited to see you all there. Thank you for being here and have a beautiful rest of your Memorial Day. Thank you so much.